Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, an important word from our sponsors. Guys, the VPN that you should get is Surfshark. That's the one that we work with. Why? Alex, tell them why.
Unlimited device sharing, right? And they're available in 100 different countries. They're the only VPN to do that.
Joe, what kind of deal can we give them?
83% off 2-year plan plus 3 months.
Very important to protect your data, guys. Plus, get rid of that geo-blocking. And why we work with Surfshark, unlimited friends and family. You will be the most popular person with a VPN, guys. Check them out, Surfshark. It's only like $2.21 a month. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Check them out.
Guys, you need a VPN. You're sending personal data across the internet at all times. Protect your data, protect yourself, and make sure that your Netflix account gets you all that it should, right? I mean, there's no reason not to have all of the movies if you're paying for them.
Alex,
Yes.
what the hell has happened over the past week, part due in gaming news?
Hey, remember that one? There used to be a sci-fi show that I used to like. I don't really like them very much anymore. It's called
Star
Star
Wars?
Trek.
I love, Star Trek. I like that one. That's a good one.
I used to like the Star Trek.
No, that's a good one.
Picard?
Why? What happened?
Well, no. I mean, it's just like I see the name and it makes me sad. This game's probably fine. But Star Trek Resurgence is delayed and now until April 2023.
Oh,
And just,
yeah.
Just
okay.
seeing it's
That's
like
kind of one that was flying under the radar. I know
Yeah.
it actually has the likeness of Leonard Nimoy in it. I think it's actually has his voice because it was recorded a while ago. So I was looking forward to it, seeing what they were going to do with it. But okay, delayed.
Delayed, yeah. So production has been advancing steadily all summer, but we have made the difficult decision to move our release date out of 2022 in order to give the game a final coat of polish and create a truly immersive Star Trek experience. I hope it's all of those things.
Yeah.
Because deep down, I really do love at least old Trek.
Yeah, no, I even like Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was a good show.
there's somewhat good things happening, but then the butchering continues. As we've seen, check out our Star Trek Picard trailer review. Quite a revealing trailer there.
The Wrath of
and
Karen.
The Wrath of Karen is what it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What I want is actually another Star Trek VR. We had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah, we did. That was a good one. Bridge Crew.
Yeah.
That was fucking sweet.
That
yeah.
was fun.
I'd love, yeah. So, all right, we'll see. Babylon 5 is still trying to be revived.
Like remade?
Yeah,
Oh.
JMS is still working on it. So we're hopefully that'll happen, but only if they can get what they need to make it work.
All right. We also got Comcast has re-shut down G4TV 1 year after the relaunch.
Less than a year after it launched.
Lays off the remaining staff. Yeah.
That's crazy. So the revival of the network.
Didn't pan out like they wanted it to.
They did X-Play. They did Attack of the Show. They did a whole era where people were watching gaming content on television. I think that was good. Good for the health of gaming. Good for mass market. Unfortunately, it's the sign of the times. Web 3.0, whatever you want to call it, the rise of the YouTuber. YouTube killed the TV star.
TV stars.
Yeah, so they shut it down, and then they said, well, there's a lot of goodwill, a lot of interest in G4, and maybe we can bring this thing back. They did Esquire bought them out or something, and that was a kind of a rebrand for a little while, and then they said, let's do this, and they launched simultaneously, their own channel, and relaunched on November 16th of 2021, and they had Verizon Fios, Cox, and Xfinity TV, but then had a collaboration with Twitch on a multi-year promotional and commercial partnership. I didn't even know that. G4's Twitch channel had some deals going, but wow.
You know
what? The fucking cool ass dude Gerard, the completionist. We've hung out with him a few times. He's awesome. Super insulting what happened. So this tweet was starting to be shared by Wario64, who he usually breaks news. I follow Wario64 because he breaks news about canceled games or games we're never going to see or just insider news. And so Wario64 makes a post that's like, team. As you know, G4 was reintroduced last year to tap in the popularity of gaming. We invested, blah, blah, blah. And now we are going to shut down. Thank you all again for your hard work for G4. Sincerely, Dave Scott, Chairman and CEO, Comcast Spectacor. And Gerard replies to the tweet that he saw. Hey, this tweet is how I found out about how I lost my job.
Jesus.
How neat, he said. How neat. So he has to. So somebody who fucking works and gets paid has to find out from a sort of behind the scene news Twitter handle posting news and posting this internal email that's supposed to go out to, I don't know, everybody affected. Did not go out to, I don't know, everybody affected.
I was like, wait a minute.
I guess this was some CEOs to other CEOs. And Gerard was like, oh, okay, well.
How neat.
Guess I don't have a job anymore. But Gerard will be fine. Guys, check out his YouTube channel. And in fact, if you could do us a favor, go subscribe to Gerard. I'll leave the link down below because he was some of the best parts of the G4 coming back. And they got a bunch of different people. And, of course, I think what started spelling the doom, I think it was already doomed because of YouTube, right? And that's not how people get their news anymore. It's not how gamers interact with it anymore. I think there might have been a space for it, but then they had that big controversy with that one girl who was like, rubbed everybody the wrong way with objectifying women, but yet buying into objectifying. It was craziness. And so I think that turned a lot of gamers against them at that time and spelled doom. But I think it was already kind of an old format.
Yeah, people want things on demand, and it's hard to. It's like, well, you don't get to watch the news because I was, doing the dishes or something, so it was harder for them to do.
They didn't really seem to evolve it, or any. Maybe it needed a different kind. I know they're like, all right, we're bringing something back you loved, and we're kind of keeping it mostly the same. Maybe they needed to do something different with it.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't just Gerard. There was a long list of people on Twitter that all found out that through this
really?
deadline. Yeah, that's actually the next part of this article is a lot of people were really upset. They said that the deadline report was how they found out they no longer had a job. And that kind of shit is just completely and totally unacceptable. Like, it's hard enough when a business isn't doing well. They had really, really poor viewership. So it's not, no one is super surprised about it. It's just people have families and people have like
they need to prepare
bills.
for it. Like,
and
look, this is what's going on.
Yeah, finding out on the news that you no longer have a job is the shittiest thing you could possibly do. So I don't think anyone is a huge fan of Comcast, but fuck Comcast.
Yeah.
So to me, that just reiterates that it wasn't really Froska's fault. That didn't help the situation with the controversy around what Frost said. But it's all when a corporate entity like Comcast is in control of your checks and they're looking at metrics and really all they care about is making tons and tons of money. And if you're not performing, then you're gonna get cut. And it's.
All right. John Carpenter is one of the most famed filmmakers of all time.
I fucking love him. Love his movies.
Yeah.
Rewatch his movies all the time. I'm saddened that he's like. Did you know he's in music now? He's a composer.
He's always been. He's done in almost all of his movies.
No, what I mean like now instead of making movies, because I'm like, where the fuck is John Carpenter? I want some good John Carpenter new films, and he's like, nah, man, I'm busy.
Steal all of it.
I'm busy making my music. Shut up.
Well, he said that Dead Space, which is a game that I fucking love, and he said it would make a real great movie.
Yes, it would.
And so he discussed adapting EA's horror series after being asked if there were any games he considered turning into films. He said, the only one I can think of, and I've mentioned it before, is Dead Space. And I would fucking love for him or anyone else that really has,
that kind of passion for it. I would love that. I would also
love
love he goes back to practical effects. That would be even better.
Oh yeah, super cool. Well,
Yes.
and maybe not the the guns shooting limbs off, but we could figure out how to do something with
do it.
exploding, like the squib packs and stuff like that. That would be sweet. Carpenter hasn't directed a feature film since 2010's The Ward, explaining that he just got burned out. and but he's thinking about getting back into it. He's kind of got so
If he were to get back into it, it would be an amazing get if they got John Carpenter for Dead Space, and if John Carpenter would do some of his more horror synth type stuff, maybe not synth, but horror stuff for music for the movie.
All right. In the UK regulators details concerns over Microsoft's proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Again, this is a worldwide thing where these companies are trying to come together, and a lot of legislators around the world, some are approving it, some are not. So in the UK, they've got some concerns. And they're talking about the impact on PlayStation and other rivals, saying that it's like, can PlayStation actually compete if they acquire Call of Duty? And then I think anyone actually familiar with video games is like, yeah, absolutely, they can do that because PlayStation has all of their own internal things. But both there are people on the PlayStation side, Sony side, throwing money towards legislatures, and they want to they don't want this deal to go through, and so. They've hit a little bit of a snag over there, so we're just gonna have to see if they ultimately approve it. I think that they're ultimately going to approve it, like everywhere else has. But it's almost shocking when I was reading some of the counter arguments. It's like this person has no idea what they're talking about as far as video games goes, and it shows. But they're adamant. They're like, absolutely not. This cannot happen. And it's like, why? Do you only have a PlayStation? I mean, what if you only have a PC and now you want to play Spider-Man? Fuck you. You don't get to. That's kind of how these systems how the ecosystem has been around for a very, very long time. We got some good news for Gamepass. Something that we all have. The Gamepass reportedly made almost $3 billion on consoles in 2021. Damn. So that's big money. It's 18% of Xbox's revenue last year. And so
that just makes Sony look foolish. Because Sony was like, hey, this ain't going to work. That shit don't work. That don't make any money.
3 billion reasons why.
Yeah, no one wants a Game Pass. So, yeah, we've got the... It's
good, yeah, because it is an amazing deal, and it's, of course, I'm sure it is lost money. I don't know if overall it's still losing money, but it's certainly generating revenue. And whether it's sustainable, I think, has been proven. Yes, $3 billion is a lot. So
they have 25 like right now. At the beginning of this year, there were 25 million Game Pass subscribers. We haven't got an update on the number, but probably done nothing but go up since then because it keeps becoming a better and better deal.
Oh yeah.
All right, the last thing that I've got here is Gotham Knights, the game that cannot tell you how.
Every time we hear about Gotham Knights, it's something bad.
Yeah, it's always just something bad.
Is this bad?
This is a bad thing. This is a bad thing.
But it's like the kind of not catastrophic bad. It's just like little annoyances here and there.
Yeah, the story here is that it's been confirmed that if you're playing on console, you're going to get 30 FPS. Even though, and there's no performance mode, even though we're not talking about previous gen consoles, even on new consoles. So,
did they cancel the previous gen?
Yeah, that was last year.
So it's only on new consoles.
Yeah, Xbox Series X and X and PlayStation 5.
It's only on new consoles, and then they can't even obtain 60 frames per second.
Which I thought was the whole fucking point.
What the fuck? Yeah. Is it 60 frames per second on PC? Because that's how I'm playing.
It is. It will be 60 on PC. Definitely double check to make sure that was the
PC
case.
Master Race. But still, that's pretty shitty. You can't. They're like, we can't develop for the older consoles. Reason. We need to take advantage of the power of the new consoles. By the way, we're locked to 30 frames.
Excuse me?
I said, by the way, we're locked to 30 frames.
Why?
Because can't afford it.
Yeah.
Can't afford it.
I don't know. I don't know why. It's a bad console ports. Maybe, all that shit is PC focused in development, only PC focused with, Xbox controllers on the PC. And then when they port it to the powerful next-gen consoles, they had problems.
They couldn't figure it out.
Or something.
Well, according to a lot of people who have hands-on access to the game right now, they're having a lot more issues with just not just the performance, but the overall gameplay.
Whoa.
The biggest praise I saw was that the 4 heroes are fine.
They're fine.
They're fine.
What do you mean?
They're fine.
They're fine to play.
That's the nicest
they looking
thing
good,
Joe.
That man fine. That's a That's fine.
How they say like that or like that's fine.
Yeah.
Which
Or
one?
they say, man, that's fine.
No, not like that.
Not like
At
that.
the moment, it's underwhelming. Underwhelming in terms of real substance rather than technical performance. It looks nice enough and ran without any hiccups.
Nice
but
enough.
yeah, so underwhelming seems to be the common theme. So I don't know. I've been worried about this since I first saw it, since I saw who was making it, and I hope it's fun. You guys will have great time playing together because I think it's still only 2-player co-op.
That is correct.
I think.
Motherfucker.
We can switch off, Alex.
Yeah,
pawned it, he pawned it
switch
off.
off.
Like, we
He
can switch
pawned it
off
off.
anytime you want.
Yeah, it'll be.
All right, Joe. Well, enjoy your gaming session with me.
Well,
And
you know I'm gonna be
I don't
Nightwing.
think. I don't think.
I'll make the food.
I don't think it
Done.
will be that bad. I just think it will
Be
be the
fine.
most average,
fine.
fine, boring game.
You will be thoroughly whelmed.
Yeah, well, we will be
I am gruntled, whelmed.
will
Everything's
be-
fine.
somewhat whelmed.
Somewhat whelmed.
Somewhat whelmed, which is slightly below.
Fairly decent.
Slightly below. Yeah. I don't know.
Below? Eh.
I don't know.
It's gotta be.
below,
It's gotta be above.
It's,
Eh.
how about slightly below? All right.
Okay.
It's all right. Slightly below, all right. I don't know. We're going to find out. We'll find out on the 21st, though I will probably be busy going to see Black Adam for five individual times.
It comes out the 21st.
I think it comes out
Oh,
the
then
21st.
we're going to be playing Call of Duty single-player campaign. I don't play this shit.
So when that shit comes out, is Call of Duty is on the 21st, too?
20th.
20th.
Oh, well, that's actually what we'll be doing on the 20th, then. We'll probably be seeing Black Adam on the 20th,
Yeah.
and then coming home and playing Call of Duty, and then on Friday, we're going to have to try some Gotham Knights, and then on Monday, okay, that's going to be busy. Here we go!
Yeah. Now we're really getting.
Now we're really getting into it. All right, well, I'm excited for several things, and less so for others, like Gotham Knights. That's the less so. But who knows? Maybe it has the capability of surprising us.
Hope so.
We shall see. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. We want to thank our sponsor, Surfshark, which is the best VPN out there. We've done the research. We wanted to pick one that's very easy to share with friends and family. Unlimited devices, the best deal out there. Check out VPN. Click the links down below, and we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.